Hey guys, Brian here. Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how I'm already almost up to my January goal of $225,000 in my public account here. And I just hit 220 in like June. I mean, 200,000 in June. And I said by the time January comes around to start 2026, I wanted to get to $225,000. But if you guys could see right here, my account is actually sitting at $224,000, and I haven't added a single dollar to this account. I've just been doing my cash secured puts and covered calls, and that's what I've been teaching on this channel. I know I've been kind of slacking with the videos, but that's why I've been cheating. You could already see here, guys, like you can see the 40% return, 62,000 bucks here, and up 58% here. All I do is, like, outside of cover calls and cash secured puts, I also do leaps, and that's where some money also came from as well. You can see I'm at a 26.87% for the year, when the S&P 500 is only up 12%. And I could actually go into some of my positions here in one of my portfolios, and you can see that I'm heavily in Palantir. I have an NVIDIA covered call that's going to get called away from me by the end of this week. I know we're up at 171. And to be honest, I lost track of it, and it's going to get called away from me at 105. And I don't feel like rolling it. I'm just going to let the money come to me, and I'll use that money for more cash secured puts. And I have a few other things expiring this week as well, like a Tesla cash secured put for this week. That's gonna get expire worthless, so I'll keep all the full premium there. But then other than that, that just frees up a lot of money. But as you can see here, pretty much a lot of these are all on margin, but I do have 30K of cash available as well. And I do my plays certain ways where I know like 80% of the time they're going to expire worthless, and I'm not going to have to get wrecked and get like margin called or house called or have to deposit money. And that's what I do with my account, and that's how you're supposed to play cash secured puts and covered calls if you're using margin. And I never recommend using margin up front, because you have to learn the strategy itself, doing the wheel, to feel comfortable using margin. Because I just want to tell you from firsthand experience, when I just started using it, I thought it was just like free money at your fingertips, and you could buy and sell things and use it for like naked puts and all that. But no, once you mess up a few times and then you have to pay money back and all that, you kind of get wrecked pretty quick. But it did give me a fast learning curve. But the thing is about that, it's the most efficient way to use your money wisely if you're doing it correctly, wisely, and safely. But again, Palantir earnings are coming up very soon, so a lot of my plays are the week before and the week after. The standard deviations on Palantir look pretty solid. Let me open up a chart here for you guys so I can show you what I personally look at. And here we are again right here. This is Palantir's chart, and we could see that we are currently at 150 bucks, which is insane. I wish I kept all 1,000 of my shares, but I only have like 200 left. But I have over like $100,000 worth of plays on Palantir. But you could see that they're starting to get pretty crazy because of earnings, right? Earnings are going to come up, but then from what I was reading, it could be a 20-point swing from where it ends up right before earnings. So it could go up to 170 or all the way down to 130, depending on how earnings looks like. And I'm personally cool with that, because if you look at some of my portfolio positions, I have 120, 130, 139, 142. I'm cool with getting assigned at all those. And if I had to, I'd just do covered calls, because I believe Palantir is going to be one of those stocks that constantly go up. And the PE ratio has slowly been going down, so it's getting healthier and healthier. The VIX right now is only at 17%, where we had that big spike initially, but it's actually a pretty solid fear index right there. And I believe like it would be a significant drop if it went down to 130, 20-point drop. Like that would be That'd be insane if that happened. And that's what I also like to do when I go into my plays, right? When I go into all my plays, I don't try to chase premium. I don't try to chase certain stocks. I use the same few stocks over and over again. And that's what I continue to like hone in on here. Like you could see, again, sorry that I keep flipping back and forth. You could see right here, I got Tempest AI, Palantir, Nvidia, Tesla, Coinbase, QQQ, SPY, Apple. I could also add like Webull and SoFi to this. These are the stocks that I consistently keep using for my wheel strategy, because these are the ones I did the most research in and I have the most money in. So these are like the same stocks that I continue to use over and over again to make significant amount of money. And if you wanted to see how much I've already made this month, and I told you guys in the last video that July is going to be a very big month for me, it's right here. I go over all my plays in the Discord that I have with my friend John. There will be a premium service available soon where we'll go over our trade specifically and go over any updates, as well as some teaching inside there as well. But you could see I've already made over $9,000, $983 in July just from premiums. And that's pretty much amazing. And all of my plays have been like Palantir, SoFi, HIMS. I did a Tesla play like I showed you guys. I rolled some of my Webull plays. I did a QuantumScape play. Got $370 there. I got more Palantir, $841 for just one contract. I let some of my Misty shares get called away after I got the dividends, so I opened up another $2,200 here, and a lot of cash secured puts on Palantir. Like I rolled some of mine from last month to this month and all that. So like I'm making a high four figures right now. There's still about 2 weeks left of July. I do believe I'm going to be able to pull in around 10, 11, hopefully $12,000 this month, and start reaching that all-time high of 225K. And then I'll have to start thinking about, should 230 be my July goal, my January goal, or should I reach for the stars and go for 250, that $250,000? And as long as the stock market keeps moving the way it's moving, like up and to the right, I'll be able to do that. Obviously, the portfolio is going to lean heavily on what the market is doing, because when the market is moving the way it is, it's free money. When it goes on a little bear market, you got to be a little bit more careful. I probably won't use as much margin, but also just playing the deltas correctly, using the VIX correctly. All of that will help you make great plays. And that's what you have to look at. And that's what I try to teach here. So again, if you want to learn more, please continue to keep watching these videos. Follow me on Instagram. I go over my plays. You'll also see them on my personal life and the side hustles that I do. And check out the Discord. It's absolutely free. If you want a little bit more hand-holding, I do have a course out. If you used the code 36, the number 36 by the end of July, you will get 36% off the course. And that is a life-changing skill, once you learn how to do this, to keep continually making money. So this is what I want to recommend to everybody. This is what I've personally been doing. So thanks for watching. Hopefully we hit these goals together, and let's make a lot of money, guys. Peace.